Hey guys, Chris here with the Unshakable Man. I'm sitting here at my desk in San Francisco, California, and I'm preparing to send out the announcement email marking 2 weeks, that 2 weeks from now, our first retreat of 2023 is going to be kicking off in Boonville, California at the Bell Valley Retreat Center. This is a big deal. The 2 weeks prior to these events, to these retreats, really sets a timer when all of these men who have committed to creating this space in our lives, we start really thinking about why are we doing this work, right? Like, why are we making the commitment to show up to this space? And as part of this, I know that we have over 2,000 men on our email list. There's 16 men that have committed right now, and I'm sure we're going to fill up the retreat here in the next few days and have our 20 men for the retreat. But I wanted to just take this moment to appreciate why, right? Like, why do I do this work? Why am I putting so much of my energy and passion and time into creating these spaces? Why have I invited my friends to participate? And why do guys, why are you signing up? Why? Like, what's the purpose, right? And to do that, I just want to share our community intention. But I want you to notice that when I do this, I speak for myself. And the reason why I speak for myself is because I don't speak for you. You have to take on this intention for yourself. And I take on this intention for myself. And each of the men who are arriving at this retreat are going to take on this intention for themselves. And when we all gather in space together with this shared intention, we create a very special environment. And that environment is so different. It is much different than the default life and relationships that we exist in outside of this space. So here I go. I'm just going to share my intention, which is the Unshakable Man community intention. But we always speak this from I speak for myself. So my intention is to create spaces where I can practice tools and skills to slow down and to get out of my head and my egoic patterns and my challenges and to get into my body, where I can be more present, and then I can learn how to show up in my life in a more empowering way. That's it. My intention is to create spaces where I can practice tools and skills to slow down and drop out of my head, my egoic patterns, and my challenges, and to get into my body, where I can be more present and I can learn how to show up in my life in a more empowering way. This work is physical practice in our bodies. It's tools. And in our default life and relationships, everyone we're around who we're enmeshed with, or the relationships are high stakes, they might not be carrying that intention all of the time. Very likely they are not. And it requires an immense amount of skill for us to carry this intention out into our life. But that intention and that ability is the work of a lifetime. That's becoming a fully expressed, healed human being and man who can do that for others. And that's why these weekends are so incredibly powerful, because we get so few chances to do this work. So when you commit, when these men who have committed, they co-create this space with me, and I get to do my work there. And then in that process of me being vulnerable and dropping that mask, that egoic mask, and I get to do this work, I get to then create the opportunity for other men to witness me. And they in turn get to see their relationship with their life through my work, right? And so we have an experience. And when we have that deepening experience, we take that back into our lives and relationships. And now we can see how we could possibly show up in a more empowering way. And it's that possibility that is ignited through this type of work, right? That we can then spark that, plant that seed, and then we can learn how to water it so it grows and it flourishes, and our practice develops, and we grow, and we pass that opportunity on to everyone that we come into contact with. And that's it. That's why this work is so incredibly meaningful, and it's challenging. It's a big deal to set aside this time, right? To take the time in your life and to invest in yourself. And all of the men who are showing up in that space have made that same commitment. And when we all make that commitment together, it creates a very, very special opportunity. And so we have an amazing weekend planned for you. Myself, Dr. Chris Bromberg, Scotty King, we are going to be your facilitators. I can't wait to meet you men who have registered. If you haven't yet registered and this video inspires you, right, inspires you to commit, give me a call. You can schedule a community, a men's retreat info session with me if you have any questions. But other than that, if you're ready, you can just go ahead and book right now. You can register on a 3-month payment plan. We do have other payment plans for men who need it. We can go up to 5 or even 8 months. So we can make this something that can be more affordable for you. And if you're ready to show up, so are the other men who are there to co-create the space with you. Guys, I am so deeply honored and excited to get to do this work with you. And I cannot wait for this weekend. I can't believe tomorrow marks 2 weeks before our first retreat of 2023. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. It's totally okay if you're scared, right? Because that makes total sense. I also feel fear, but my excitement is overriding that right now. So with that being said, I hope you have a great day. If you have any questions about the retreat, go ahead and send me an email. I can't wait to meet you in person. Bye, guys.